What up? It's your boy Chevy Woods from the Taylor Gang. This is my 7 questions with music too. You bitch! Nigga, that's all I know. Pick ups and drop offs. Nigga, that's all I know. Pick ups and drop offs. Nigga, that's all I know. That truck popping, that work in it. Everything's a go. Pick ups and drop offs. Nigga, that's all I know. Pick ups and drop offs. Nigga, that's all I know. Chevy Woods is, I actually got the name from a homie in the neighborhood. That's my real last name. To make the story short, my brother had on a pair of sweatpants of mine. It's a stupid story. He had a pair of sweatpants of mine. They was big as hell. He came out the door and my homie was like, "Yo, those are Chevy bags," because they were like baggy. I don't know where he got the Chevy from, but he was just like, "Yo, those are Chevy bags." And like a few days later, everybody just started calling me Chevy, Chevy this, Chevy, 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 and I didn't even like stick with the nickname. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, whatever. And then like after a while, I just got used to it, and I just kept it. And I went back, had the Hustler first. I had a show in Kansas. I put it on Twitter, asked the fans what they think about the name, and I changed it from Cab the Hustler to Chevy Woods right there. Taylor Gang is a group of individuals. When we come together to do music, it forms Taylor Gang. You know what I mean? It's just everything that we talked about in basement studios and ID labs. You know, at my mom's house, at Wiz's house. You know, we talked about building a brand of people and brand of artists that just, it's a group, but everybody has their own individual lane. So that's what Taylor Gang is. That's why each one of us have our own like select of fans, because everybody is something different. So, you know, the fans get something different from everybody. That's just like how I feel within the gang too. I don't have to go outside and listen to a bunch of everybody's music, because you got, you know, singing, you got rapping, you got melodic stuff on it, you know, track. So just for the fans listening to that perspective, that's how I decipher us, you know, sing loud like that. But you can just listen to everybody's music and actually get what you want from each artist. So Taylor Gang is a group of individuals. The theme is where I come from, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to, people know me as being next to Wiz a lot, you know what I mean? So the project is just trying to separate that and show them what I do, you know, on my own, without all the, you know, homeboy talk and all the, you know, they just around because that's his friend type situation. So the EP is just like, it's a body of work of, it just explains me, like my life, where I come from, in half of an album style, you know what I mean? So I've been working on it for a while, since my last mixtape, which was 6 months ago. I recorded like 100-some songs, and now I gotta get it down to 7. So we're just, I'm on tour right now, so I'm trying to listen to the music. And then when I get off tour, I want to present it to Wiz and Will, like, yo, this is what I think the tape is. Let's have a conversation about it, and maybe some songs may switch up, or we might find something that we want to do different. So just being on the road is kind of hard to actually put the EP together. So I recorded all of the songs before, you know, I got on the road. So we're just gonna sit down and pick the right ones and go from there. Nigga, pull up in the car you don't know about. Man, being next to the guy that's a superstar. You know what I mean? I mean, it's if anybody ever seen that before in music, which it happens a lot, you know what I mean? The person that's next to him always gets the credit, well, the discredit of just being a homeboy, like I said before. But it's not like that at all. Of course, yes, that's my homeboy forever. You know, everybody telling me. But I just wanted people to just, you know what I do besides, you know, features and touring with, you know, the whole Taylor Gang. I want to try to separate myself and just get my own lane and just get my own set of fans. You know, Ty has his fans, Juicy has his fans, Tukey has his fans, Wiz has his fans. And it's all Taylor Gang, but I'm just trying to separate myself and come across with my sound, which is a street sound, you know what I mean? I did the weed smoking hippie situation, for a long time. And that's not that I'm against it. It's just that where I come from is a little different. So I want to explain that with the project that I'm going to put out.
All my niggas, if a nigga want drama, I ain't never gotta call my niggas. Pussy ass nigga, you a pussy ass nigga trying to tell the cops on all my niggas. No, what you call it?
Well, Wiz already knew Sue and everybody else in Ty back then. It was just they got reacquainted, I want to say, through the music and through us through Wiz, moving out Cali and with Ty and, everybody like that. I think it came to the Bay not even when Wiz met Burna, you know what I mean? It was kind of after that, you know what I mean? It really got in tune with people out here. I want to say, maybe like three years ago, it got real heavy. Sue's the homie, P-Lo the homie, the whole HBK gang is the homies. Just working with them, I think the sound that comes from the Bay, we looked up to a lot of West Coast music. So being in contact with that and having, the availability to do work with that type of music, with those type of artists, I think it came hand in hand with what we were trying to, get across as artists. We listen to Snoop, Ice Cube, all of that, gangster music and all of that, but this was a different flavor. And it was a different sound that, we wanted to tap into. And I felt like, they wanted to, be a part of what we were doing too, because when you have a group of individuals like they have and like we have, when we come together, it just makes sense to do music that way because that's how they came up. That's how we came up. So it makes it easy. You don't have to explain anything. You don't have to say, well, this is why I want to do this with you, and this is why, we listen to all of these things. So now we're just getting a chance to work with it and actually put it out to the world.
All my niggas, looking to the left and the right, see all my niggas.
I say this every, Ty's gonna kill me because I say this every time. We had the conversation about it, but YG and Mustard, you know what I mean? I want the combination with not on the club bouncy that you hear Mustard all over the radio with. I want it to be something different, because I wanna bring YG and Mustard into where I'm from, not go out and jump into what they've been doing, which I like, you know what I mean. But I would rather get a Mustard beat for me and have a Mustard beat and actually have YG on something that's a little bit different, so it doesn't have to be so commercial, type of, well, he went and got YG because the beat sounds like, I want to do something like totally street, totally different, left field that doesn't have nothing to do with that sound, and then just, work with Mustard on my own.
Taking up with all my niggas. Shit. Y'all ain't on shit.
I've been on a lot of them. I think it might have to be, I think it's overseas is like the best tour memories, because when you think about it, they may speak a little bit of English, but they speak whatever their language is. But when they listen to the music, they know every word. And it trips me out to hear, the accent and the way they say my name, and the way they say Wiz's name, or, the way they say Taylor Gang. It's like it's funny, but it's cool too, you know what I'm saying? Because they actually know, you can actually stop the music at the show and put the microphone out and hear them say the words. And the first time I heard that, I was like, how are they doing this? But I'm just like, they're hearing it over and over again. They play the songs over and over again. And it's just like, for a kid, you get on a bike and you ride it enough times. You know what I mean? You're going to be riding on your own. You don't need your parents no more. So just, them listening to it, I think the repetitive of just them hearing the music, it makes it for good concerts overseas. And they're real packed in, they're hot, sweaty, and you can touch the fans, they could grab your leg or something like that. And just that feeling right there is like the best tour memory that I had.
You ever just look around. MusicZoo.com.